Yo, what's good everyone? The next update for Anime Last Stand just got some sneaks, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about these sneaks, overall the community's reaction to the update, and what I personally think is going to come out of the update and whether or not I think it's good. Anyways though, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so if you guys go into the game news for Anime Last Stand, you guys can see that there is a new Samsung quest line incoming with basically a Samsung related update. Now let me turn on the volume for this. Okay, there we go. So you guys can see what it is. So yeah, Samsung presents, you guys can see right here, oh my gosh, an Anime Last Stand time limited event. Oh yay, Fold Frenzy, Galaxy Z Fold 7 collab event. Okay, I can't even lie, the transition's really good. I liked that transition. It was one of my favorite parts of the update video. But yeah, it's just probably going to be a World 2 event. I mean, all this looks like it's World 2. No, that might be World 1. Okay, so it's for both worlds then. But yeah, anyways, Anime Last Stand limited time event. So you guys can see here, it says now on Roblox. It's still coming soon, but anyways, yeah, there's a new update right now, which the boss goes into a little bit more detail on it here. There's going to be basically Samsung phone giveaways, in-game rewards, and like new event experiences and stuff. Now, what do I think is actually going to be coming out of this update? I think primarily, like he said, this is just going to be an event update, kind of similar to like, not the summer event, but just kind of any other event where we get like weekly rewards, daily rewards, stuff like that. There's probably going to be some kind of wheel system where the more time we spend, we get like gems or some kind of currency that we can use for a wheel. Probably it's going to give us a lot of like trait rerolls, essences, stats, stuff like that. Overall, I think it's just going to be a very reward based update, but let's go into the community's reaction to said update. So the community did not exactly respond well. I mean, the boss kind of had to make a whole announcement to go ahead and be basically transparent with the community as to why he's doing this. And on top, he actually made 2 announcements to that. It doesn't look too good. And on top of that, we got a delay for the update. And while I do appreciate the transparency, not many people really reacted well to this. I mean, you guys can see that there was a lot of like reactions to this. I mean, the fact that he's had to make like 5 different messages at this point going into why he's doing the update. I do overall think this update is coming from a good intention. I think he's trying to like genuinely just give the developers a break. But needless to say, community's reaction wasn't great. And now, why is this? And this is where I want to start going into my personal like theories and I guess just opinion on the update. I believe this is due to a game called Anime Defenders. Now, if this doesn't ring a bell to you guys, it's probably for good reason. I mean, the game has like 1,000, 2,000 players right there. It's down there with Anime Adventures currently, bro. These games are dead. But before Anime Defenders died, its last update was a collab with the movie Red 1. Now, I think overall, the fact that Anime Last Stand is kind of going towards this like collab paid sponsorship based update system is getting a lot of people fairly nervous, because what this means is we might basically get the equivalent to a Red 1 update inside of Anime Last Stand. Like this, there's a serious possibility that we could get a movie-based update in Anime Last Stand. I don't think a lot of people are happy about that, and I think even more people are worried that this game could die off just like Anime Defenders. But anyways, let's go into my personal reaction to it. So for me, this update, overall, I'm very just excited about the in-game rewards. You know, I need those trait rerolls, bro. I need to get glitched on all my units. But overall, I think this is somewhat negative to the game's health. I don't think a lot of people are very happy that we're getting a paid collab update, but I don't think it's as big of a deal as many people might think it would be initially. I think that if the developers, specifically the boss, because he's in charge of planning all these things and doing these kind of brand deals, I think if he keeps these updates like once every 3 to 6 months and just kind of implements ads, kind of like in the AFK chamber where you can watch ads, or like in the wheels where you can watch ads to get the wheel spins and stuff. I think if he does things like that, it's going to make it a lot more healthy than kind of tying these updates. Because think about it, if they dropped a new Samsung based like godly unit, which I highly doubt they would, but let's just say they drop, I don't know, an ultimate unit that's based on the Galaxy guy. Now, if he's meta in any sort of sense, we're going to be stuck with using a Samsung unit for at least 2-3 weeks. And now that might not sound like a lot, but I guarantee that a lot of people are not going to be very excited swapping out a unit like Gojo for some guy that comes off the back of a phone. Anyways though, that's about all I have for the bad parts of this update. Let's go on to the good. So obviously the good parts of this update, you know, those juicy in-game rewards, also the fact you guys can literally win a Samsung phone, that's pretty nice. And the other good part of this update that I think is going to be good for the future of ALS, specifically Anime Last Stand, is that this gives the developers much needed time to develop even better updates. And think about this, all the money that is going to be made from this update is just put into giving the developers bonuses, going to charity, and even funding the game. So the fact that this is a thing, the fact that all this money is basically being reinvested is such a good thing. I mean, this last Berserk update was just so good. The models were very good. Even though we only got 6 units, the models were just absolutely insane this update. So if we can see more models like this, I think overall not many people are going to be too like sad seeing these kind of updates, especially considering the overall quality increase. But yeah, anyways, that's about all that I have for this video. Let me know though your guys' personal reactions to this update down below. I think a lot of people are going to be very excited to see the possible improvements, but then again, I understand why you guys might be apprehensive at first towards this update. Anyways though, thank you guys so much for watching. It's me, Mr. Mugma, signing off. Goodbye.